Hey, Marcin here, coming back after missing in action for, I do believe it was a month that I haven't uploaded. But frankly speaking, besides sticking to my diet, I did very little when it comes to exercises. Just before, shortly after the last upload, which was on Sunday, I do believe, I took a couple of days off with a goal in my mind that I am going to run. I had like 5 days and I wanted to run at least 3 times. So it was Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So what I did, for some reason I didn't run on Wednesday. I think it was still, I was waiting for the weather to get warmer. And then on Thursday I ran for the first time and I did over 15 kilometers. And then on Friday I did almost the same distance. And then on Saturday or maybe I did run on Wednesday and Thursday. And then on Friday I was so tired that I didn't want to run and at all. I was just resting, sleeping, regaining my strength. And then both on Saturday and Sunday I didn't feel like it. It was for sure running almost 30 kilometers in 2 days, considering my current state of shape was kind of challenging, right? Yeah, I'm just checking if the camera is recording properly. I replaced the micro SD card, so hopefully it's working now. So yeah, and I felt it for a couple of days. And actually, the next week came, and I was supposed to run more. And I started to feel like pain in my bones, in my legs, and then in my knee as well. And then also I had like a zero motivation, like even negative motivation towards running. So really I didn't feel like doing it. And I tried as hard as I could, but nothing would work, and in the end I gave up. I just did number of walks in those last 3-4 weeks, just for the sake of moving, especially that we had the Easter around, and this is usually food. It means a lot of food. So yeah. So, and today is the first actually day that yesterday when I thought about maybe I run today, and it didn't bring a negative response from my body. So I said, okay, this looks promising, and then I'll do it. So yeah, it's close to noon, because even though the sun is shining beautifully, and I hope to show you some more of our beautiful rural spring, it's not that hot today. It's like 14 degrees. Obviously in sun it's way warmer, and I must confess that I'm really basking the heat from the sun now, and I enjoy it a lot. So yeah, this is it. This is where I am. When it comes to my weight, I'm somewhere between -8 to 9 kilograms, which is amazing considering that there's Easter in between. So I still move downwards, and a couple of days ago when I weighed myself, I was below 88 kilograms. And just to remind you, I started at 96.6. So it's a good loss, I would say. I'm very happy with it, and I'm still pushing towards my minimum goal is 85, strong 85. But I also started discussing with my wife what diet or how we get back a little bit on more carbs, and especially sugars, because I would love to eat some dessert. Although I'm making a lot of dessert without sugar, with erythritol or artificial sweetener, and they're delicious and I eat them every day. But still, I would love to have a tiramisu or something like that as well from time to time. For sure, I feel like I'm not going back to eating bread. And then I will have to see what I can do about potatoes, rice, yeah, things like that. So here, this is where I am at. I had a glimpse of hope that I might push towards this 500 kilometers, but the April is almost gone and I didn't run, so it's gone definitely. Although I still want to start doing like almost every morning walks with my dog, just to, you know, move a bit more early in the morning, because I feel this will be a benefit and it will strengthen my legs overall. So we will see how it will go. But now the weather is no longer an excuse. Even though it's cold in the morning, it's already sun and it's already nice weather. So yeah, hopefully cross your fingers and wish me luck, because I really would love to add 3 or 4 walks with dog during weekdays. And then there is also a longer weekend coming up, because 1st and 3rd of May are bank holidays in Poland. So we will have the 1st of May is on Thursday, so we'll have Thursday, Friday. Well, Friday I'll work, but it will be a bit easier day. And then Saturday, Sunday, so 4 days, easy days. So hopefully I will put some miles in, some kilometers in. So anyway, also I do believe that I was in a right spot to run because of things that were happening in my life recently. And the saddest thing is that I cannot speak about them openly. And it's not that it is something serious, but basically this is the information that I can only share after something happens, not before, not during. And obviously we have a lot of projects, like every one of us, that we work on. And you know, it's always disappointing when you are not getting there. And this is what happened as well. And it didn't put my mind in a good state, because I was hoping very strongly that it will be a success. And but it turned out to not to be, and maybe it will be a total failure, or maybe it will take a couple of more months. Anyway, spring is here, as you can see. I love this colors. It's so nice, so nice. So yeah, I cannot speak about it openly, and it's only because of that some people who could see this, I don't want them to know. If something's become official, then I will talk about it, but for now I need to keep my mouth shut. I know it is very frustrating, because like I said, I'm considering that this put a strain on my mind, and my head was not in a best spot for I'd say 2 weeks almost, and it took me some time to recover. And I would never believe previously that such things would happen, and but yeah, it seems like they do. But maybe only because it's something that I really look forward to. Anyway, one won't tiptoe around it. Doesn't make any sense. I hope in a couple of months I'll be able to speak about it openly. And this will make hopefully more sense. So yeah, this is where I am. I really wonder what is going to happen. And one more subject that I wanted to talk about is, again, investing as a not rich person, because you obviously want to build some kind of well, you want to put your finances in order, right? And more and more I'm seeing around that the place that I live in, its future will end in next 20 years, something like that. And this is not a good perspective, right? I mean, obviously, yeah, I love those yellow thing. It's you make oil from them. Anyway, you want to put your money in a basket that's not going to vaporize over time, right? And that's difficult if you are living in an area that will be depopulating faster than most of, let's say, the major areas in Poland. And this puts a lot of thought in my mind about what to do, because obviously I'm not willing to move to a bigger city. Besides, I don't have money to buy a flat there, because to buy something decent I would need like $250,000, €250,000, which might not seem a lot for some of you, if anybody is watching anyway, but for me it's like 1 million Polish zlotys, because it's four times the amount that I just gave you to convert it into our currency. So it's a ridiculous amount of money. But then on the other hand, when I look at the opportunities that are here locally, I also, have this in the back of my head. It's very difficult to expect them to gain value over time. So they are only, from my perspective, worth if they can bring a solid month return, right? So you can rent them out basically. And those are very expensive, and they are not expensive because people know that you can rent them. I mean, they know, but the market is pretty bad. There are plenty of vacant properties in Częstochowa that are vacant for a very long time because, frankly speaking, the business is not good. It's expensive, the energy is expensive, the costs of running a company are skyrocketing. So yeah, and obviously some people don't have to sell and they keep the price quite high. So it's you don't want to overpay, right? And in most of the cases I don't believe those properties are worth as much, especially that very few of them are in a good condition, that I don't need to invest additional thousands or hundreds of thousands to renovate them, right? To make them attractive for somebody to come and rent them. Oh, this is what happened with the one that we have, where we put a lot of money in it to make it fancy and then rent it out, because you stand out if you have a good looking place, right? So yeah, kind of can't agree with some of the prices, and then those that are cheap are not in the locations that I'm interested in, because as the city is shrinking, and I even tested my thoughts against ChatGPT or LLMs, and mostly it actually agrees with my way of thinking, that it's worth looking for properties that are more or less in the areas that will maintain the traffic, whether it's car traffic or foot traffic, right? So even in 20 years there will be still people going around. Those places are limited, and it's hard to find them. But yeah, well, we will see. I wanted to show you this because I love this place. I ran there very early, but yeah, this is the quarry. My wife actually works there, where you see the tower in this company. This is from Mexico. The company name is Cemex. They are the biggest producer of cement, and concrete in the world. This place looks amazing, and I do believe that they actually excavated, because previously it was to this level, but now it's lower. So I think they excavated more, and this is something new. There is another one behind this pole, the lamp over there, but that one is well more secure and it's harder to get to. So anyway, those are my thoughts. This is what I'm thinking currently, and I know it's nice to have such a problems, right? To wonder where I can potentially put my money in, because I'm not a entrepreneur. Entrepreneur. I'm not a businessman. I am hired gun all of my life, and I have no brilliant idea to make another successful company. So I need to invest somehow to protect my retirement and legacy. Something for my son, hopefully. I want to stay safe and comfortable with my wife, and I'm looking towards like next 30 years before I retire. Let's say 25 to 30 years. So, and then if it works out, maybe I could do it earlier, right? And that will be the dream scenario. Move something warm, where there is more sun, where the food is good, where I can run every day, where the doctor doesn't cost billions of money. It's good to have dreams. Nevertheless, I hope next week will be another movie, which will mean that I'm running, maybe even on Thursday, when the free day comes up and the weather is nice. I'll drag myself and I'll run. I'm 4 kilometers in, so it's more than a half run still remaining, because even though I haven't run, I do feel good, and I'm going to push myself. Now I need to get through the village and then come down to the river, which because I showed it many times, and I will head back home by the river bank. So hopefully I'm back. Cross your fingers for me and for your trainings. Move yourself, do something for you, help your mind to clear itself and find some peace, as I'm trying to do recently. So stay well. See you next time.